Guru Nation, thank you so much for watching. Look, like, subscribe, comment, share. We got, whenever I can, and they're not shy, I try to get a CRA on. And for them, you know what, Brandon? They've been all pretty cool about it. Just one or two are shy, and I respect it. I keep asking, but they're shy. I respect it. But I asked, you said, yeah, no issues. Quick background story of you. You're one of our CRAs here. This is your first IMV at our site. This is my first time I got a chance to meet you. I'm glad that we're doing relatively good on this study. Shout out to Katie, but I tell her not to get too cocky. But shout out to Katie. She doesn't watch anymore anyways.
Well,
all right.
Shout out to Katie.
Shout out to Katie. Brandon, everyone go connect with him on LinkedIn, by the way. It's underneath. He's our CRA, and I actually don't know anything about his background. We didn't have a chance to talk. We've been really busy. Long story. I could do a whole podcast on what happened today, but we'll save that for another time. Brandon, how do you become a CRA? Like, everybody, you know how many people are watching? They're like, I wish
What's the
I was
secret
Brandon
link?
right now.
Yeah, how do you become a CRA?
How do you do it?
So I had a bit of a little windy road, actually. In undergrad, I studied food science, and I was going to be a nutrition and supplements and sort of like a chemist. And then I switched to biochemistry, and then after that, I was going to do pharmacy school. I bailed on that endeavor, and then I went to grad school, got a master's in regulatory science, was going to do regulatory affairs. I interned at FDA up at the San Francisco office and went through their
inspection. Where did you get first exposed, though? Like, because most people like stumble upon you. Sounds like you already knew about research.
Yeah, so I actually did my undergrad senior project on pharmacovigilance. So I did like a 30-page paper just going through pharmacovigilance, and then from there, that's kind of what got me interested in the drug development process at large.
I see.
So that's when I applied to grad school, went over to USC, did their regulatory science program, and while I was taking their program, we actually had a couple people in industry who were in clinical operations talking about the monitoring role, monitoring pathway, and that interested me.
Wow.
So that's kind of how I first heard about...
You said an internship at FDA?
Yeah, so I did an internship at the Office of Regulatory Affairs at the San Francisco office. And then there I actually was responsible for checking the drug registration listings to make sure all the drug manufacturing facilities were registered with us, and if they were expired, I'd actually call the facilities to see if they were still producing the types of supplements and drugs. I actually did food as well, so that was an interesting
well, most people don't realize food's like 90%, and she doesn't watch the videos, but Katie, congrats. Okay, you did a very good job on the study, according to Brandon, but don't get too cocky. No, it's just the first visit. He probably has not found it yet. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, and then from FDA, I went over actually to the industry. So I went to a rare disease startup called Ultragenics over north of San Francisco. They got an office. Yeah, so I did a clinical trial associate, which is kind of like clinical research assistant there. So
your pathway is very unusual.
Yeah, I skipped the site level, so I haven't had the site level experience. So I went straight to the sponsor, went up to do sort of like CTM type activities, and then from there I worked with CRAs who were consulting with us in rare disease. Met some at the investigator meetings we did. And then after about 4 years, I left that company and then went to a smaller CRO called Synteract. They got bought out by Syneos. Lots of changes happen, as you're probably aware if you're another CRA watching this. A large CRO is always buying another CRO. So that made me jump over to Premier Research, and there I've...
What made you jump, though? Did they tell you, hey, your days are numbered, or did you just not like the culture?
I just didn't like the culture. The metrics became really strict. I had been on a women's health IUD study for 3 years, and it was just becoming sort of monotonous, and they weren't looking to put me on a new study, so it was just... my interest in that therapeutic area was drying out.
Just a little bit, okay. The metrics. You have so many wannabe CRAs out there, and I tell them, it's not all it's cracked up to be. Like, they think it's glamorous. They think it's like you travel, fly first class all the time. It's like, I mean, it's rewarding.
Yeah.
I've done
It's a
CRA
paradox.
for, but it's stressful
Yeah.
enough to make you want to leave your last place.
Right.
So what was it specifically?
At my last place, I would say, our metrics, we used to do 6 to 8 days on site per month. That doesn't include travel time as well. And then when the bigger CRO bought us out, it got bumped up to 8 to 10 days on site. Our meal stipends, our hotel budgets all decreased when the bigger CRO bought us out. Yeah, so they cut cost. They started allocating us to more studies. I was actually in the process of getting promoted to senior CRA, but line manager kept delaying the decision to get promoted. So I was just like, I'm just going to apply as a senior CRA to another CRO, a smaller one. And now, I got the position during the CRA, hiring spree, which happened in like 2021, 2022. So fast, and I got swept up in that. I'm a new CRO. I had a local site for about a year, which was really nice, actually.
Okay.
I had 165 patients at that site, but at least it was local, so there was minimal travel. And then now I'm on an OA study, and then also a rare dermatology study. So travel's definitely picked up a lot since then, but
we do some dermatology. We have a dermatologist PI
oh, okay,
as well.
very cool.
Across the street.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Awesome. What is your goal?
Like, what's your plans, I mean, for the next, phase of your career?
Yeah, so there's a lot of other CRAs probably know. It's attractive to become kind of consultant CRA and contract CRA, so that's probably my next step, just to give me a little bit more liberty on the projects I can take on, a little more control over my schedule, and be more sponsor dedicated. So yeah, that's kind of the next place. I'm not really interested in doing CTM work, just too stressful with the relationships, sponsor facing, vendor facing, CRA facing, site facing. You're kind of, at a firing squad sometimes.
LinkedIn important for you?
Yeah, definitely. LinkedIn's been crucial in getting new job contacts. Recruiters are great on LinkedIn. Keeping up with the industry on LinkedIn. I mean, CVs are a little bit of a thing of the past. So like LinkedIn is the 21st century. So yeah, definitely get on LinkedIn if you're not on there.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Brandon. We'll do more if you're up for it next IMV. And you let us know how you like Yuma. How was your trip out here? Was it?
Yeah, it was
first
good.
time here?
I came out
It's
from
paradise,
Denver.
man.
The people on the plane were saying it was hellish, and I was a little scared getting off the plane last night. But
What do you think that you're here? Like, what is it? 107? Not that bad.
it's not too bad. I was in Phoenix last week. It was 118, so it's cooler. Yeah.
All right, there you guys have it. All right, thank you very much, Brandon. His LinkedIn is underneath the video, and then we'll do more with him. But I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Dan.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.